Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and welcome on in to Hazley's Hot Takes. I'm your host, Clint, and in today's episode, we will be doing a week recap in sports. We had UFC 322 take place this past Saturday, where we had a slew of first-round knockouts, and then it got to the co-main and main event, in which there were not a whole lot of much going on there. Shevchenko dominates Wei Li, cruises to a 5-round decision, just dominates that fight. And then Islam Makhachev takes on Jack Della Maddalena and lays on him like a wet blanket for 5 rounds. So he kind of dominated that, and she kind of dominated that, and it was just like, well, at least the fights before it were good, but man, had a bunch of hype, bunch of knockouts, crazy this, crazy that, and then the co-main and main event, you're just like, what? What did I just watch? But it's all right. And then moving on up to NFL, we had a couple games that I had my eyes on this weekend. The Detroit Lions took on the Philadelphia Eagles, in which it was a windy, sloppy game throughout. But the storyline of that was the Lions' lack of offensive line to protect Jared Goff to give him time to throw, and also the go for it on fourth down 37 times. Don't get any of them. But then the Eagles can't really do anything either because it's a sloppy, windy, nasty game. 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 9, whatever it is for the Eagles late in the game, and there's a pass thrown to A.J. Brown, and there's a phantom pass interference called against, I think, Rock Ya-Sin, the Lions backup cornerback, and it keeps the drive going. The Lions don't get the ball back, and it's game over. Had that penalty not been called, the Eagles would have had to punt. The Lions maybe had a chance, but let's be honest, they didn't really have a chance. We scored 9 points the whole game. So, but it would have been cool to at least go down on our sword instead of have the officials take the game out of our hands. But it is what it is. And then we had a couple of good college basketball games that took place earlier this week. Duke took on Kansas in the Champions Classic, and I wouldn't say dominated, but controlled the game. And then Michigan State came out and made a statement and whooped up on Kentucky. So we'll see. Lots of college basketball to be played, but this wraps up another episode of Hazley's Hot Takes. And I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.